Hi, I'm Jess and I work in the Schools Liaison team at the University of Sheffield, and I'm here to share with you some hints and tips about how to research and ultimately choose the best course and university for you. What I'll be covering over the next 20 minutes or so is the current point you are at in your education, what to look out for when choosing a course, how to research the difference between universities, and some suggestions for next steps that you might want to take. Where are you now? Right now, if you're at school, college or sixth form, studying qualifications such as A-levels, BTEC or the International Baccalaureate, then you're at level 3. Most university courses start at level 4. By the time you graduate from university with an undergraduate degree, you will have completed level 6. And if you continue on to master's level study, this is level 7. If you're looking at an apprenticeship to build a new skill set, then you may need to drop to level 2 in order to progress upwards from there. There are over 50,000 courses available to apply to at UK universities via UCAS and over 300 courses available at the University of Sheffield. You'll be studying your degree for a minimum of 3 years, so it's important that you make an informed choice and that you have an interest in the course you choose. Acronyms. Don't worry if you can't name them all. I'll run through the most common ones you may come across in your research. When researching degrees, you'll notice that the titles of courses are often followed by a series of letters. This is an acronym that refers to the level of the degree and the type of degree in terms of its content. For instance, the B in BA, BSc and BEng stands for bachelor's and generally refers to an undergraduate degree, a bachelor's degree, which covers levels 4 to 6 from the previous slide. Degree acronyms starting with M include master's level study, the next level up. Going back to the examples of the BA, the BSc and the BEng, the letters following the B refer to the content of the degree, where a BA is a bachelor's degree in an arts and humanities-based subject, for example, English or history. BSc refers to a Bachelor of Science course, and BEng is a bachelor's degree in engineering. Occasionally, subjects can be studied as either a humanity or a science, such as economics or geography. A BSc in these courses will include more maths and science, whereas a BA will be more research, reading and writing intensive. Some degrees are generally referred to by their old Latin titles, such as medicine, which can be followed by the letters MBCHB, and law, which is often referred to as an LLB programme. If you want to find out more about any of the other abbreviations on the screen, please feel free to pause the video here and do some research. The best way to choose a course is to consider your current studies alongside your interests. Put yourself in the shoes of a careers advisor and think about what options could be open to Joe. Joe is currently studying A-levels in biology, French and psychology, and his interests lie in debating, swimming and volunteering in his community. There are loads of options open to Joe, depending on how he wants to use his interests and experience. His A-levels aren't exclusively science-based, so medicine may not seem immediately obvious, but his interest in volunteering could lend itself to a career helping others through medicine. To study medicine at the University of Sheffield, you're required to have studied A-levels, including chemistry or biology, and another science, which includes psychology, therefore making Joe a feasible candidate. Joe's A-levels would also fit the criteria at the University of Sheffield to study a bioscience, such as plant biology, zoology or genetics. Alternatively, with his interest in debating, politics or philosophy could also be an option for Joe. Think about your own studies and interests. What are you passionate about? What in particular do you enjoy about your current studies? It may be a subject, such as knowing that history is your favourite A-level, or an element of your studies, such as realising you really enjoy using your analytical skills through your business BTEC. Use university web pages to research entrance requirements in order to find out which degree programmes you may meet the criteria for. How can you prepare and what next steps can you take? There's lots that you can do in order to research university courses, and a lot of this research can also be used to add value to your application by providing you with personal statement content. Your career aspirations may determine the degree you will study at university, as some professions require a certain degree. If this is the case, ensure the course you're applying to at university provides a pathway to your dream job by speaking to departmental staff at open days and other university events, such as taster lectures. You may be able to undertake work experience in order to learn more about a profession, but don't worry if this isn't an option, as there's lots of university events and taster sessions that you can take part in, such as open days and sample lectures, which all universities are running virtually, where these events can't currently happen physically. You can also independently seek out online courses via FutureLearn. FutureLearn houses thousands of MOOCs, massive open online courses on a vast range of topics. The University of Sheffield has MOOCs on FutureLearn, such as Discover Dentistry, Building a Future with Robots, and How to Write Your First Song. These are all free to join and last between 3 to 6 weeks, requiring around 3 hours of learning per week. All of these options are great ways to research subjects in more depth in order to help you narrow down what you may want to study. If undertaking a MOOC, which requires you to read about court cases, bores you rigid, is law really the right choice for you? Or if you love science but don't like working with people, should you be a doctor, or are there other science-based degrees that you could explore? There's no right or wrong way to choose your degree or your university. It's a big decision, so it's important to consider what your personal priorities are. Once you've narrowed down the area that you'd like to study within at university, it's important to research the way in which your degree is taught at different universities, as this can vary. You may think that biology or linguistics are universal subjects, but universities can teach the same subject in different ways. A biology degree at one university may offer different modules or different amounts of lab time compared to other universities. Consider which styles of teaching and learning you're most suited to. Different subjects are taught in different ways at university. You can research how degrees are delivered on university web pages. For example, humanities-based subjects such as English, history, or philosophy often have fewer timetabled lectures and therefore require a lot of independent research, reading, and writing to be undertaken. Whereas science and engineering-based courses involve more tutor-led learning, using specialist facilities in labs. You can help to boost your employability after graduating by taking advantage of opportunities offered as part of your degree, such as studying abroad or industrial placements. At the University of Sheffield, it's possible to study abroad or undertake an industrial placement on 95% of our courses. Sheffield has connections with 245 different global universities, which means plenty of opportunity for our students to study abroad. These include universities within Europe and study abroad programmes located outside of Europe in countries such as the USA, Australia, and Hong Kong. Find out whether this is an option at the universities you're considering. Entrance requirements will be different from university to university and from course to course. Some degrees may require you to be studying certain subjects at sixth form or college, whereas others may not. At the University of Sheffield, many of our academic departments make a reduced offer to applicants taking an EPQ, an extended project qualification. If you're taking an EPQ in a subject area relevant to your chosen degree course and you're studying your EPQ alongside 3 A-levels, you could be made a lower offer. Check subject pages on our website for more details. You can apply for 5 courses through UCAS, so use your choices wisely. Don't be afraid to make aspirational choices where the entrance requirements may be a grade or 2 above your predictions. But balance this by also applying to courses with entrance requirements that are closer to your predicted grades. If the reputation of a university is important to you, then you may want to compare university rankings using league tables. The Times Higher Education and Guardian league tables are useful as they allow you to compare university rankings. Don't forget to check subject rankings as well as overall university rankings. The league tables mentioned include graduate employability data, which can help to show how employable graduates from different universities and courses are. Student satisfaction rates are also a good way to compare universities and courses from the first-hand perspective of current students. These are published each year by the National Student Survey, the NSS. There are benefits to both moving away from home to go to university or staying close by. Think about which you prefer. If you'll be moving away from home, it's important to research university accommodation, including cost, facilities, and whether you're guaranteed a place in university halls. At the University of Sheffield, you're guaranteed a place in our accommodation if you choose the University of Sheffield as your firm choice through UCAS, or if you choose to join the university through insurance clearing or adjustment. There are lots of different flat options available at the University of Sheffield, both on and off campus, however, all are within walking distance. We have a residence fitness suite on site, as well as your own shops, bars and laundrette facilities. We also have the Residence Life scheme. Residence Life mentors are current students who live on site in university accommodation in order to help you settle in. They're generally your first port of call for any flat inquiries or support that you may need. Residence Life mentors can help set up cleaning rotas within your flat and also organise events, sports and trips, which are a great way to make friends in your first year. You may also consider whether you prefer to study at a city university where the facilities are spread out, or a campus university where teaching buildings, accommodation and other facilities are all in the same place. The University of Sheffield has the benefit of being a campus-based university very close to the city centre. University is more than just gaining a degree. Whatever is important to you outside of your studies, make sure the university you are choosing caters for your needs. If you have a keen interest in a sport or hobby, or want to find a new interest, check out the clubs and societies offered by university students' unions. With over 350 societies and sports clubs and one of the biggest volunteering programmes in the UK, our Students' Union at the University of Sheffield gives you plenty of opportunities to try new things, learn new skills and broaden your horizons. Our Students' Union plays a big part in the Sheffield student community. We have the #1 student union in the country, and it's been voted this for the past 4 years. You should also research the student support available. Universities offer a wide range of support, from study skills to wellbeing to mentoring. It's also important to find out what's on offer in the city or surrounding area in which the university is based. All universities hold open days and campus tours throughout the year, and these are great opportunities to find out more. Virtual open days and campus tours can still give you an insight into how universities differ from one another and what you can expect on campus. To summarise, consider your current studies and interests and try to create yourself a long list of courses which you're interested in, and find out which universities offer these courses. If you aren't sure which universities you're interested in yet, you can search by subject on the UCAS web pages. This generates a list of all the institutions which offer degrees related to the subject you've searched for, and could be a really useful tool. Research the courses at different universities in depth in order to narrow your long list down to a short list. Attend as many university events as possible to form part of your research. Take advantage of online events, which are naturally far easier to attend than events on campus. As I mentioned earlier, you can apply to 5 courses through UCAS, so use your choices wisely. Once you receive your offers back from universities, you will need to choose a firm, a first choice university, and an insurance or a second choice. It's wise for your second choice to have a lower entry requirement than your firm choice, as it's intended to provide insurance for if you don't receive the grades you expect. I hope that this whistle-stop tour of how to choose a course in university has given you some ideas about the research you can do to help inform your decision. For more details on University of Sheffield courses, please visit our web pages listed on the screen, and feel free to follow us on social media for current updates. On our web pages, you will also have the option to chat to current students, where you can ask any questions which you may now have. Thanks very much for listening, and good luck with your university applications.